Salam, hello, it's Rick Lambroff, currency/precious metal strategist at Taheri Exchange. And let's recap from last week going on to this week. I did mention that we have the tale of the two central banks. Well, what happened this week? We heard that started off with the Fed. Markets are waiting for the Fed and for the ECB central bank, Draghi's commentary. And the commentary coming out on Wednesday to Thursday. They called it Super Thursday. So what happened was the US CAD was hovering in the higher, getting into 101 level, higher levels, and it was good selling rates still. And the market had been waiting for some hope, some boost that would give them the key words that they were waiting for, which is stimulus injection. Of course, to help out the central bank in European central bank and to help out the US economy. Well, the Fed came out with their meeting minutes and basically didn't do anything. They said that they might possibly inject stimulus, didn't give a defined answer or a time frame for that. Markets reacted, continued on the selling of US dollars. On the other end, Thursday, on the same day on Wednesday, Merkel and Holland, the representatives from the ECB, basically were not supporting the Draghi commentary from last week. And that continued on. So Draghi now had to save this situation of saying, I will do anything to save the euro. Well, he didn't say much either on Thursday. And at the same time, Spain came out with more information that they're going to come out that they require a bailout. So the situation with the US CAD was, it was still somewhat of a seller's market, but it ended up today on a buyer's market. And the main reason that we saw the US dollar Canadian drop today is because the non-farm payroll numbers, the newly created jobs numbers that came out today was very positive. Unemployment rate in the United States was same as normal, 8.3%, and the White House came out stating that, hey, this is good news. Job numbers are looking good. Well, from a perspective of what we saw this week, yes, we still need major growth. In order for GDP to increase by 1% in the United States, you need consistency of 450,000 to 600,000 newly created jobs every month. We're not seeing that, and we won't see that for a while. Maybe after the election, we still won't see that. Now, what's happened was, near the end of this trading day today, at around, I'd say 3:30, S&P downgraded 15 Italian institutions, banks that is, and what's happened now is that the US dollar rose up again. So it was hovering in the key level of 0.9985. It needs to break further to get to 9930. So that basically meant your buyers today, yesterday, and more so today, was getting some great rates. Still, we are at some great rates for buyers today. But my signal that I'm trying to tell you is that maybe next week we might get back into the 101 levels, possibly 102, because if the Spain situation carries through, and now with Italy, and Italy's the key. I don't know if I mentioned this in a few of my reports, but in order for the euro to crumble severely, Germany exports 80% of their goods to France and Italy. If one of those two countries break down, Greece is not the issue. One of the two countries, Italy or France, break down, the euro will crash, meaning it will dissolve. But right now, they get rid of a member, which would be Greece. It won't affect the euro as much. Yes, the markets will fall back, but overall, that will happen. Now, looking at from our Persian clients who buy euros, still great weeks to buy euros, cheap euros. US dollars, today, fantastic rates. Even if you continue on for next week on, well, Tuesday, we will still probably have some pretty good rates, but overall, it's a buyer's market this week. Sellers, I know you're looking for 101, 102. You might get that next week. It's a light week of US data, so we may see if the European situation takes the theme, we may see it head back into 102. Otherwise, we may still hover in the lower, below parity level. As for precious metals, again, it's been moving up with what's happening with the commentary. Precious metals went up again to gold 1600, silver 27 higher level, and oil again moving along with commodities. Overall, as I mentioned, try to diversify your investments. Give us a call at Taheri Exchange. We'll give you the best rate we can, and we will give you a good rates on purchasing your precious metals.